Welcome to the Invention Licensing Show. I'm your host, David Fiedel, and I'm here to help you license your product. Today we're going to talk about the thing I wish I knew when I got started in the invention licensing game. To jump right into it, this is an exciting topic, and I always ask successful, super successful entrepreneurs, either in business, in licensing, in toys, games. I've asked tons of entrepreneurs across the board over the last 15 years this very question, and I thought to myself, it's funny, I've never answered it on my own YouTube show. And so, and one of the things that I found most interesting was I've never gotten the same answer. And so, some of these successful people have, they've built businesses, they've licensed products, they've done all these different things. And so I expected there to be an overlap, right? But they all found something different that they wish they knew when they got started. And that is why I wanted to bring to you my thing of what I wish I knew when I got started. And so the thing that I wish I knew when I got started is that, drum roll, it is not about the product, but it is. And so, and I tell my students that as I'm coaching them through the process. It's not about the product at all, but then it is. And so everybody always looks at me very puzzled. What do you mean? It's not about the product, but it is. And it comes down, it's execution first. Way, way more important than the product. When I got started, and as most inventors, the reason we go out and try to bring our innovations to the world is because, we feel that they're valuable. We feel that they have impact. And so we think it's all about this great, super innovative product that will change the world. But it's not about the product. We have to get to a level of ability on execution before that product matters. And so that's why I say it's not about the product, but it is. Because you have to elevate your skills and abilities to the point where you know how to bring it to market. And then it comes back to being about the product. Because once you know how to market your product, once you know how to research and develop your potential list of licensees, once you know how to file provisional patent applications, so you have to develop all these skills along the way. Then, most important skill is how to pitch, how to communicate, how to get in and talk to potential licensees. So once you attain all these skills, once you have this ability to execute, then it comes back to the product. Because then if you're presenting not a good product, it doesn't matter how high your skills are, you're not going to get there. And on the flip side, you have an amazing product, but you can't present it. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to file your patents. You don't know how to market it. You don't know how to do any of these things. The product is not getting out there. And so first you have to focus on your ability to execute. And I remember back in my career and my development of becoming a professional inventor, I thought it was all about the product. So I'd be creating all these great innovative products, and I wasn't focused on the business aspect. I wasn't focused on the monetization of it. And that's where your ability to continue to do this throughout your life occurs, is within the business process. So if you don't ever get good at the business process, you do it as a hobby, and that's all. You never bring your products to market. And so I remember flipping the switch, right? I was all about the products. I kept creating new products, new prototypes, and I have this big, huge box of prototypes, and I have so much fun with it. But I wasn't getting deals, and I was wondering why. I couldn't understand why. And so I hit this point, and it was winter months. I don't remember the exact date, but it was a winter month, and I remember just saying to myself, this is not working. I'm not getting anything licensed. It's not coming together. What's happening? And I had some self-reflection and realized that my business process wasn't what it needed to be to bring the product to market. And so I stopped inventing. I literally was like, my entire mental capacity is going to focus on the business process and the ability to execute and bring the product to market. So I stopped inventing, focused 100% on how do I create great marketing material? How do I research products? How do I file provisional patent applications? How do I do all these steps? How do I elevate my business process or my ability to execute to the level where I can start bringing all these products that I thought were great to market? And So once I did that, once I focused my energy and time on how to execute, then the products started getting licensed. It was absolutely fascinating. So there's nothing wrong with the products. It was me. I was the bottleneck. My inability to execute was the bottleneck. And so once I eliminated the bottleneck and elevated my skills so that I knew the process of how to bring a product to market, that's when I started closing deals. And so that's my challenge to you is if you're an inventor, you've created a ton of products, then put them aside. Figure out your business process. Once you figure out your business process, then the floodgates can open and all your products can come to market because now you have the ability to execute at the level needed to bring products to market. Thank you for tuning in to that episode of License Your Invention with David Fidoa. I am your host, David Fidoa, and as you know, I'm always here to help you license your product. Subscribe now. That was a great episode. I love that type of stuff. And so I created the Inventor Toolbox with a bunch of tools that can help you bring your product to market. I put a link down below, so if you want to scroll down, click the link, put in your email, when we send you all the tools and lists of companies and whatnot that comes in the Inventor Toolbox. And for the next episode, I want to share with you the number one mistake I see inventors make on bringing their product to market.